Hello, my name is Hugo Rico.
Maria Perez.
Maria Perez. Hi, Maria Perez.
Hola.
We are here today for Angel Perez, is that correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Okay, Maria Perez, first of all, we were going to go ahead and take a look at a couple of policies and informed consents here that I have for you.
Okay.
We can just take a quick brief look at this, and you can sign and date here where the X is at. When you are done with that, please give that back so that I can inform you further.
Here you go.
Thank you. I also have here the authorization for the release of information. If you can just sign and date it as well, here where the X's are at.
I sign?
Definitely, yes.
My name.
Yes. You are the consenting parent. Thank you. I also have here the consent for the use or disclosure of health information for treatment, payment, or healthcare operations. And sign and date that as well, please. And as well, I have the payment contract for services. You might want to scan through this right quick. If you have any questions on it, feel free to make me aware and we can discuss that as well.
Okay. Do I need to sign anything here?
Yeah, actually down here. And date that, and once you're done, give that back, please.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Okay, so you are aware of all our policies and other consents that we have here in our department. Are you aware?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So we are here today for Mr. or actually Angel Perez.
Yes, my son.
That is your son, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Angel Perez is 7 years old. Is that right?
Yes, he's in 2nd grade.
Okay, I see. And tell me a little bit about Angel's history. I mean, through the stages of development throughout his life since he was born. I mean, what can you give me an input on that?
Well, starting off when he was a toddler at 2 years old, he would have headaches that would make him cry. He didn't start talking until he was 4 years old. I mean, what else would you like for me to inform you about?
How about the y'all's family history? What type of culture do y'all come back, or what's your background?
Both me and his father are from Mexico. We moved here when he was 2, when Angel was 2. So our culture is very Hispanic. We don't have stable jobs, so we don't have a lot to offer him. We usually just feed him a lot of frozen foods like pizza, things like that.
Oh, okay, I see. How about your religion? What type of religion do you guys practice, if you do practice?
On Sundays we do go to a nearby Catholic church. We are Catholic.
Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
And Angel, what type of kid is he around other kids?
With his cousins and the family, he is very. He plays very well with them. He interacts very well with them. And we like to think is because they accept him for who he is,
Right.
and they do not make fun of him. They don't bully him. Then the classmates that he has at school, that's why he doesn't like going, because he doesn't get along with anybody because they make fun of him too much.
Oh, okay, I see. Must be tough for him then sometimes, right, to interact with others.
It's very hard for him to interact with kids that don't accept him for what he has and who he is. You know, the other classmates want him to perform the way they perform, yet they don't understand that he has a condition that is very different from other people.
Right, I see. Is Angel the type of kid that likes to participate in any type of activities? I mean, are you aware of that type of activity or any type of actions that he might have?
As far as school activities go, he gets really frustrated. He goes to the point of hitting himself in the head and starts crying. So his frustration levels go really high when he is asked to do school activities.
Right.
Although when he is at home with the family and cousins, playing outside, just doing regular activities that kids do on an after school period, is very normal. But it's everything when it has to do with school, with learning, with school, and even the kids at school. He has a very hard time even. When they just try playing together.
When they try playing together.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be because he's the minority? Could it be because maybe...
I think it's everything put together. He is a minority. He has dyslexia. And a lot of kids don't want to spend time trying to understand him because sometimes you can't understand what he's trying to say. He mixes the letters up, B instead of D, things like that. So other kids don't even want to try to understand him. They get frustrated themselves.
Oh, okay. Tell me a little bit about his weaknesses, if there are any, or something that you might see, perhaps.
His weaknesses, he has a very low self-esteem due to all the bullying. His weaknesses also... he gets confused with letters, like I said, the B instead of the D.
Okay.
He doesn't like to be laughed at. When they're bullying him, it really hurts him with the self-esteem that he has. His frustration levels are really high at some points. Like I said, the points to where he starts hitting himself.
Oh wow, that's very difficult to hear.
And at school, he's he holds back on trying to participate when the teacher asks him to identify colors or anything like that because he mixes up colors and letters.
Okay, I see. Has Angel ever had any type of abuse, any type of trauma, anything with that?
No, nothing like that. The only thing that we can remember is the little trauma that he had when he was 2, us moving from Mexico to the U.S.,
right.
And him having the headaches that he did at a 2-year-old stage.
Right.
And the other only thing that his father and I could think about is him hitting his head when he gets really frustrated.
Oh, really? Wow. Hard to hear. Also, now I was going to ask you, what about his strengths? What would you consider his strengths to be? I mean,
his strengths, his family. He's a very loving kid. He loves his family. He gets along with everybody. His cousins, he plays with them. He interacts with them very well. So that would be his strengths.
Is he easily influenced? I mean, have you gone to that far to to keep track of him in the sense that, I mean, if another kid comes over here and says, hey, let's go do this, would he be easily influenced, or you still
He
don't?
rarely hangs out with anybody.
Oh, okay.
He rarely has any friends, asking him to go and play with them. The only friends that he really does have is the family and cousins. So with that, I would say what I see with his cousins, he does very well, but with anybody else, it's hard for them to even open up to him. So then he closes off to them as well.
Any injuries that he might have, serious injuries, or anything, maybe allergies that he might have, any
No.
any type of medications that he might take, perhaps?
No, we do not want to give him medication just because we think that he's still a little young for that. So we are just doing the counseling and the support groups that he attends. And we try to help him up at home as much as possible.
What about, I'm sure he's still a little kid, and of course he hasn't been exposed to alcohol, drugs or alcohol. Now, let me ask, it might be a little personal, but I mean, this is for the safety and probably for the concern of Angel. Is there any drinking allowed, or do y'all,
No drinking. It's very Catholic home.
Catholic home?